camera, guys. Check this place out, man. Sutter Creek Palace. 1884. That's when they built it. Is this locked now?
Yep, they're closed.
They're closed. Let's see if we can get in the side door over here. Good. Hello. Hello. Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hello, hello.
Nice to meet you. I'm Don.
I'm Lana.
Hi, Lana.
Dan.
Dana, nice to meet you.
That's Brian.
Hi.
How's it going?
Nice to meet you.
Brian.
So we hear this place has had a lot of paranormal activity.
Every day.
Every day. Can you take us around and tell us about some of the hot spots around?
Sure, I sure can.
Okay.
This is the bar. The original bar has, this bar has been here for 35 years. The original bar is actually up in Volcano. This building has been here since 1883. We have a picture of it that was taken in 1888.
Oh, yeah, get a picture of that.
With the original gentleman. Of course, this was a bordello. Of course, you see no women in that picture because it was the land of the men at that point in time. This has always been the bar. And then you come over here, this at one point in time was the ladies' parlor. This is where the women hang out, waiting for the men to come. Underneath this table, we have a trap door that you can see from underneath the building downstairs.
Oh, cool.
That is where the men popped up that didn't want to be seen walking into the bordello. So they would come in down the street at the American Exchange Hotel. They would go down into the basement. They would come in through the tunnel and they'd pop up here in the ladies' parlor and they'd get taken care of. And then they would go back down and through the tunnel and back to the American Exchange Hotel, and their wives and the good people of Sutter Creek would never know that they were to the bordello. So this is where the bad boys came. This is the kitchen. We have a lot of activity back here from a lady that we call the lady in black or the lady in blue, depending on who is talking. So I get the lights on. There we go. I don't know the reason that she's attached back here, but she's very attached to this area. We either see her in this room. We have a lot of people that sense her here in this hallway. We've had an employee who came out of the bathroom when she was closing the place down and she was checking, and she saw a big white aura and she couldn't walk through it. And she's the only person that's ever had that happen. That was before I was here. So I'm not really sure about that, but that's what she reports.
Okay. Anything else happen inside the kitchen?
In the kitchen, we have had some things happen. We have had a chef and a dishwasher report that a loaf of bread launched off of a shelf and hit the cook. Off right up here. No, right up here.
Oh, okay.
See where the bread is? Okay. So the cook, the chef, he was our nighttime chef. He was over here, and the dishwasher was over there by the sink. I had walked in the door as the chef is holding a loaf of bread, and his eyes are big, and the dishwasher's eyes are big, and they said, "Did you see that?" And they said the loaf of bread had launched off.
So it came from here like this.
And launched towards the dishwasher.
It's an open bag.
That's okay. So it had launched. Notice it was going in the garbage. So it launched off that shelf and towards the dishwasher, or towards the chef's head. And the chef was here. The dishwasher was there. And just as the chef is holding the bread, I walked in, and their eyes were both huge. Did you see that? The only other thing I can think of is that we do have a spirit that comes and goes. And we have the lady and we have Angela, which are the constants here. And then we have a spirit that comes and goes. And the spirit that comes and goes is, seems to be a man. And he is a darker spirit. And he is not accepted by the other two. For that, from what I can understand, he's not accepted by the other two. He comes and goes. The lady feels threatened by him, and Angelo is pretty much just like ambivalent, like he doesn't really care, like he doesn't matter. And that is coming from me, just from what I understand from being here for the last 7 years. So Angelo.
All right. Make it behind you.
So up here, the favorite prank of Angelo is to be in the bathroom. And let me show you the bathroom doors, because this is a very old place. Bathroom doors are shutters.
Oh, okay.
So you can hear everything. So you're in the bathroom, you're sitting on the toilet. This is the favorite joke of our ghost, and it happens to everybody that's up here alone. Never had anybody up here alone going to the bathroom. This did not happen. You're sitting on the toilet, you're going to the bathroom, you hear somebody come up the stairs, you hear somebody walk across the floor, you hear somebody walk down the hallway. And make no mistake, this is an old building.
Yeah.
You hear everything. There's no mistaking it. It is the sound of footsteps. Okay, yes, walk down, seriously, walk across the hallway, walk down the hallway. You can't mistake that sound. Somebody is walking up the stairs, somebody's walking across the front room, somebody's walking down the hallway. You come out of the bathroom. Okay, this is me. I'm in the bathroom. I hear somebody come up the stairs, somebody walk across and down the hallway. I assume it's my husband. I come out here, and then I did this for a good 2 years. Every freaking time. It must have totally, the ghost had to love it. Come out, I start talking to my husband and washing my hands, drying my hands, and I'm talking and I'm talking and I'm talking, get no response, get no response. I'm like, I know somebody's up here. I heard somebody walk up the stairs. I heard somebody walk across. I heard it. I know somebody's up here. No response, no response, no response. So you come over here, you walk across, and I just come over here, and out of the corner of your eye, you'll see a dark shadow go whoo, towards you, and you'll freak out and scream. You know? You can hear somebody right behind you, and you go into the room, you know, go into the room, and I'm changing the bedding and everything, and you can hear somebody walk right up to the door and lean against the bedpost. And you go to the next room, and I hear the footsteps right behind me, and as soon as I go in the room, you can hear the creak up against the bedpost, and you just hear him crossing his arms and leaning up there, watching me do my work.
There he goes. Okay.
Angelo had a fireplace in here. Actually, Angelo died in that room.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's the coldest room. If you go up and down the hallway in the middle of the day, that room will always be cold. I don't care how hot it is in the rest of the building, that room will be cold.
Okay.
So Angelo goes mostly between that room and here. Our main living. But he lived up here, but it was mostly that room in the middle bedroom where he was. So.
And I think Dan told us that he thought Angela was out here, kind of like watching him work, doing the same.
Oh no,
kind of
all the
thing.
time. I mean, Dan and I have been in the office, and we'll hear footsteps right. You'll hear. It's just me and him up here, and he'll be sitting in the chair, and I'll be sitting in the chair, and you'll have footsteps right up to here, and we're like, "Hi, Angelo." I mean, what are you supposed to say? It's like there's nobody there. You know, there's nobody there. Not any of the other rooms. The only thing I can tell you is outside on the balcony is that we have a tree. It's a newer tree, but there was a tree that was there before, and evidently it was used as a hanging tree.
Oh,
again,
look at that tree.
Yeah, and evidently the same medium was the one that said that their spirits attached to that tree. And this is a fairly recent thing that she told us about this tree. I gotta tell you, I didn't ever know about this, but especially at night, I've never wanted to come over here. Even in the daytime, but at night I really had an aversion towards this side of the balcony, and there's really no good reason for it. And the medium told us that there were 2 men hung on the tree that was here before this tree, and they're attached to this tree.